relationship with Irv. I'm just curious.
Stop saying relationship.
So when the personal relationship is no longer serving you.
But see, let's clear this up.
Okay.
We're not going to say relationship. We dealt with each other, but having a was Irv my boyfriend? Was I his girlfriend? Never.
Really?
Never. So,
well, was he married? He was still married at the time, right? He was married.
That's my point. Irv had several girlfriends, you know? So I'm a little confused by the thought, you know what I'm saying? And the label and the description.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hello, yes. This is your girl, Jenna. And today we're going to talk about how Ashanti tried to really get back Irv Gotti like months later, right? All right. So first, you know what's up. Make sure you thumbs up this video, subscribe if you have not already, and make sure you cut your notifications on. All right. All right, so Ashanti, she did an interview with Andrew Martinez, and I mean, I watched the whole thing. This is just my little commentary on the whole deal. So, Andrew basically was asking, you know, did Ashanti, you know, basically did she have a relationship with him, okay? And she denies it up and down that she had a relationship, you know. She said that, you know, they dealt with each other. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know what deal with each other, but basically they had an intimate relationship, okay? I don't know why she is in denial. She had a relationship. I mean, having an intimate relationship is one of the ultimate relationships, right? It really doesn't get any closer than that. So I think she's downplaying it, but downplaying it, and it's making her look bad in my opinion, okay? I'm going to tell you guys how I really feel. I feel that Ashanti, at the time, guys, I think she was at least 21 when the relationship started. And yes, Irv Gotti was married. And during the interview, she said, well, he had several girlfriends. Yeah, and you were one of them. You know, he admitted on Drink Champs that, of course, I'm sure y'all seen that interview when he was saying, basically, they had pillow talk after their intimacy and they wrote happy. You know, he was doing the beats and everything and all. So I believe him. Now, of course, Irv looks bad because he's a man. Of course, he was married. And of course, the way that he described it was disrespectful. So I'm not proud that he did that. He should have been a little more tasteful, if you will, with that acknowledgement of their relationship. You know, if you want anybody to keep a secret, tell Ashanti. Ashanti kept that secret. I mean, it is several interviews out here on the Breakfast Club or wherever she interviewed, and they always asked her, did she have a relationship with Irv? And she always was like, no, with a straight face. So to be honest, you really can't, you know, you got to think twice. You can't really believe what she says because, I mean, really, it took her this long to even say anything. And she still didn't fully admit it. Angie Martinez also, you know, basically asked about, you know, how she felt about him and all that. Or basically trying to get, you know, the tea on their relationship, you know. And she was like, stop calling it a relationship. I mean, she really, really went off. I just think she just wanted to get what she got. You know, I think that she knew what it was. Irv Gotti got sprung. You know, I think there's a 9 or 10 year difference, age difference between them two. So he really crossed the line twice. Okay, first and foremost, he was married. Well, he had no, come on, that's my disclaimer. He was married. He had no business having a relationship with Ashanti or any other group of females or whatever. And the second thing, guys, is, you know, he should have understood what it was. He knew that was his protege. He knew that girl couldn't have gotten too comfortable with him because of his age and because of his status as being married. He got his feelings into it, and I can understand why. I get it, you know, because when you're physical with people, guess what? feelings get exchanged. You can't just, the way that she's explaining it on there, on the shows and stuff, it's like basically male kind of vibes there. Like she called him kind of female vibes, you know, because he got attached. He got involved spiritually and mentally with her. I mean, to this day, he talks about the situation like it happened yesterday. I remember one time on Drink Champs, he was saying that, he was on the couch with his wife when he saw Ashanti walk into one of the awards with Nelly, you know? And she even, let's talk about Nelly real quick. She even said that, you know, blamed, I guess, her relationship ending kind of sort of on the fact that Irv Gotti said if you don't break it off with him, you know, he's going to cancel Christmas for Nelly. Now, I don't know if that's true. She even said that she felt like her life was in danger as well, and that he wanted her, you know, not to be around anymore, you know, because it's money. I mean, this is just a juicy story. It's money. It's, you know, intimacy. It's scandal. It's all kinds of stuff, you know. I feel, let's go back to Deb. I don't know, and Deb is Irv Gotti's wife or ex-wife. I feel like she knew the whole time. You know, she knew the deal. You know, if you look at Irv Gotti, he looks like a businessman. He looks like whatever he wants, he gets. And if he doesn't, he makes it horrible for you. All right? It is what it is. So when Ashanti decided to not be with Irv anymore, or however that happened, her career kind of went down with it. That's just my opinion. Okay? Really, has she really had a hit since the early 2000s, since she's never with the M anymore? You know, he felt betrayed, you know, when that thing went down with his company. He felt betrayed because she rolled out. You know, she says that she held him down. He says that she did not. So I really don't know. They're saying, they're like bickering like a married couple. It's kind of like funny yet sad. But yeah, I mean, he made it very difficult for her to even move on, you know, because he was scorned. I mean, like they say a woman scorned. I think a man can get scorned too. And he kind of blocked her from doing anything else. And I feel like that's why she's out there the way she is now. I mean, she's successful. She writes music. But I mean, if you look at her garments in which she wears, and I know some people are going to feel like, oh, it doesn't matter what a woman wears. In my caliber, in my opinion, it does. Why does she feel like she has to put all of her goodies, if you will, out there on display? If you're talented and you feel like you're talented and you're proud of yourself, you wouldn't have to do stuff like that. She wasn't like that completely when she was with the company. So now why is she like that now? Why does she feel like she has to do that? Yeah, she has a beautiful body. Yeah, I mean, she's 42, 43 years old, putting these 20-year-olds to shame. I mean, girlfriend's got it going on, but I just feel like, you know, to represent herself better and to have more talent, I feel like, hey, she shouldn't be, you know, wearing stuff like that. She shouldn't have to. So yeah, I just feel like she shouldn't have to do that if she's talented. I feel that it is a situation where basically when she left the company or whatever happened, I feel like her talent was connected to Irv. I mean, I remember, you know, she's saying that pillow talk is something. Pillow talk is dangerous. Well, let's just keep this 100. You don't have pillow talk. You know, pillow talk usually happens after a session of intimacy. You don't have pillow talk with someone you don't have a relationship with. That's when you go down, you know, basically you lying down or whatever. You guys are coming down from your euphoric situation and you guys are telling your deep, dark secrets. And then during the interview with Angie, she kind of insinuated that, hey, you know, I'm not here to smear you. I'm not here to let anybody know, you know, because, you know, we had pillow talk and I'm not here to, you know, say, you know, what you said to me. She was basically insinuating that, yeah, I have something on you that I could say, but I'm not going to say it. So yeah, during that time, he probably was talking about his wife and talking about his business. And you know how it is, you know, if you can get a man to really talk to you, you know, you got him, you know, so definitely it was a relationship. And then, you know, he helped her write those songs. So he didn't, you know, she did not write them songs alone. Their relationship sparked a lot of that energy, like Foolish, I got a Joan Foreman in my bones for a man. That, if you go back and watch that video and listen to those lyrics get into your soul. You can feel them. And I felt like, yeah, she was feeling them vibes, And yeah, so obviously, yeah, the relationship sparked a great working relationship, personal relationship. You know what I mean? It sparked, some great music and some great times, So of course she doesn't want to admit that, because first and foremost, he was married. Let's just keep it real. If he wasn't married, maybe things would have been different, but he was married. And what does she look like, reminiscing over a married man, But at the end of the day, he said that she was not a homewrecker. He said that she was not the reason for the end of his marriage. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Ashanti was the reason for the end of their marriage? He says she was not. He says that she, doesn't even claim it. She's not, she has a little bit of narcissism as well, even though they're saying he's a narcissist. I see the little narcissist in him, in her as well. It takes two to tango. And at no time did she ever say that anything was rushed, if you will. Like in his documentary, there was a small clip in episode 3 when he was saying that one day she came to work with these sweatpants, just like ladies, we love the sweatpants on the fellas, and when we wear them, it's kind of that same situation, but our little gift is in the back, if you will. And so he was basically, looking at Ashanti's, posterior, saying how nice it looked. And then that night he took her home because she needed a ride. And she turned around and said goodnight, and he just went in for a kiss. She didn't stop him. She didn't say anything, to the contrary. She didn't say it wasn't supposed to happen. No. So obviously she was a willing party the whole time. So I don't look at her as a victim. Yes, he was older. Yes, he was married. Yes, he should have known better. Yeah, when you're in your 20s, early 20s, no, our brains are not fully developed. They say until 25 years old. Now, let's talk about the mother, her momager. Okay, her mom was around this whole time. Now, I'm not putting anything out there, but let's get into that tea. That she says her mom is like her best friend. So she was around the whole time. She knew that she was developing a relationship with Irv that was not, that was not professional, that it stepped outside the professionalism and became a romantic relationship. And if your mom is right at your side, why are you doing these things? Kind of seems like a little, Kim and Kris Jenner situation, Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner, if you will. But hey, I'm not putting nothing out there. I'll let you guys decide. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I'm trying to get these videos out to you. Let me know, sound off in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about the Ashanti Irv Gotti situation. And I will see you in the next